say the Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. On the Bills sideline, it is Sean McDermott. These guys hoping that one loss last week doesn't become two here. Facing off against him, the head coach of the Dolphins. These guys ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Now a fine welcome to everyone tuning in. Kate Scott and Brock Ewart here as punter Braden Mann gets us started. And here we go on EA Sports. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by one of the faces of this sport, Brock, a one-of-one quarterback who graduated from humble beginnings at Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, just 1 interception. If he does that again here, they should be winners.
He finds Brown right side. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Offense to the line for second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Allen on 3rd and short. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Dolphins nothing.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken 2nd in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
And when we look back at last week's win, Kate, pretty easy to see those 4 touchdowns. A lot more of an impact on the game than the 1 interception he threw. Wasn't quite perfect. I'm sure that pick will nag at him, but you'd welcome an encore with everything else he was doing in that ball game.
Okay, ready?
We've set it down from 37.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to it. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Go!
Achan again. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
From the gun, it's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Buffalo 18. Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19 tight, 19 tight.
3rd and long for him here. Caught on the comeback route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Go!
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Achan up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Pass caught, 9-yard line. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
First down.
On the ready.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Trying to run it in, Achan. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Hits it again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Devon Achan with the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Allen setting up play action. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there. 2nd down now, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. Turpin back deep to return. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. On 1st down, they're going to start out with Achan. And he's going to get this up to right around that 13-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunk of yardage.
This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Okay, ready?
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
60, 18, hot, tackle leading. Dragon 60.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. Stays in bounds and makes the catch. And they take him down right along the 30. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you gotta imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. And he's gonna go out of bounds just short of that red zone. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Let's go.
First and 10 at the 21.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Terrell Bernard trying to get that one down.
20-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. To throw, Daniels. That's caught. Devon Achan. And he's going to have him a 1st and goal from the 4 as he goes out.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Out wide. It's Waddle. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2.
Panther
Brings
11,
up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun. Daniels. Escape. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins break the tie here in the first. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Bill 7.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. This return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. This is our last play of the quarter. Allen on the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
56, 56.
We've set it down from 37. They'll run here following the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Allen off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
18.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
the shotgun, it's Allen. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is brought in by Coleman. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
And Allen will hold on to this. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down. At the Dolphins' 26.
Now a design run. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Allen on 3rd down. And the call himself. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. That one splits the uprights. And the Bills tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And his touchdown, another one for him this season, as he continues to sit among the NFL's best at punching it in himself this year. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Get it. Ready,
It's an option right that begins this drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready.
It's H-Hand on the inside give. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He's tackled at the
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
incomplete.
So the Dolphins readying for the punt.
In punt formation.
Braden Mann will kick it away. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And as we play through November, you can see that this hot start has continued. He's the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
At the 43-yard line.
Allen setting up to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Out of Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
12 yards. That's good for a Bills.
Round in it.
Allen to throw. Complete over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Sending him on the dive. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. On the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Here comes the field goal unit now for the Bills. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Turpin with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense returning to the field now for the Dolphins. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
On the ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line.
That's
19 tight. 19 tight.
First down.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And he's out of bounds. A beautiful play to get that 1st down, but this could be coming back. We got to check this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
18 red.
Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Prior pass, no good, so here comes 2nd down.
68, Panther 11.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Here's a screen for Achane. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And finally stopped at the 34. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air again, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the Bills' 42-yard line.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Rolling left, buying some time. He's going to keep it this time. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
38-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
Ready.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. 4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash.
This is why those kickers are down there before the game trying those kicks in midfield. Kind of like Hooper shooting that half-court shot before half, because they believe, kickers do, that they're going to get an opportunity to be a difference maker. With that long kick, he certainly was.
Return starts at the 9. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 12 is here. After this weekend, 2/3 of the regular season will be in the rearview mirror. Let's get into the highlights. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. And this is Jordan Love. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. And this is a touchdown. One last one to show you, and it's in Detroit. It's the Lions hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Drake May. A touchdown pass here from 23 yards out. The Pats up their mark to 7-4 with this win. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Starting from the 5. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Well, we got ourselves quite a game today, a tie game coming into this 3rd quarter. And what you're looking for is a little instant jolt of momentum coming out of the locker room. And that return might just be the spark that leads to that momentous fire.
Ready. 18.
Daniels setting up the play action. To the left side, it's pulled in by Waddle. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after him.
And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stick with Achane. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pat to 60. Pat, go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Go.
It's a pickup of 3.
Hawk
Brings up
70,
2nd
Hawk
and
70.
7 at the 34-yard line.
Warriors. Tiger, 70. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And he's tackled for a short gain. Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Ready. 70, Timberwolves. Let go.
Daniels now. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. All set now, 1st and 10.
21 yards. That's another Dolphins.
Here we go, here we go.
First and
19
10
Tiger,
at the
19
11-yard
Tiger.
line.
Ready.
Here's Achan. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down. Trying to work quickly now.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
2nd down carry for Achan. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone.
No gain on the play. It's now
3rd down run from Achan. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Offense working quickly.
gain of a yard.
Achan takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take the lead right away in half number 2. Devon Achan with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. They'll take this at the 10. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
What's up? What's up?
Allen setting up play action. Catch made right side by Coleman. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Extra DB out there for the Fins. 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's caught. He's got Brown. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Juju Brents with a stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Only 2 yards to the marker. They're going for it here on 4th. He'll throw it. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Bills. 1st down.
319. Go.
Send one of the tight ends in motion right.
1st down, Buffalo.
Allen now on 1st down. Brought in right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again, it's Allen. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
And it's third down. Third and ball.
Here he goes, third and long. Fights off the pressure. And he gets this forward to the 19.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive.
On the set.
All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go.
They'll start the drive with A-Chan. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Finds his back, A-Chan. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Trap 50, trap 60. 70 Timberwolves.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Dolphins football. We'll see if they can close things out for a win.
On the ready.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he'll try to hit this one well. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Got a man, it's Knox. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
And the Bills, 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
And this is a designed run for Allen. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Now Allen. Setting up the running back screen. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 3rd down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
1st and 10, here's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That right there, that's a tough pill to swallow. That's kind of a manhood test, Kate. When you get pushed backwards on a 3rd down QB sneak, you're going to look at each other in the huddle and say,
and in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Bills push their lead to 3.
Dolphins 24.
The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Turpin with a return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Dolphins send a running back, Devon Achane, getting back to work. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60, ready.
Here's Achane up the middle. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
that is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's going to be 1st down, Miami.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Daniels to throw. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. I'm just going to go out on a limb, partner, and say that this defense is probably pretty tired of having to deal with this guy by this point.
Tired or exhausted?
Both?
Yeah, they don't have an answer. And when you've got an elite guy like this, no matter what you throw at him, he delivers, man, it puts you to sleep.
It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 80.
At the Bills' 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 79 Broncos, 70.
Back to throw it. Finds his man Waddle. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
19 Lions.
Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins trail by a field goal. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
70.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Here we go, strike. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready?
H.N. again on second. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
12 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On the ready.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first,
Here we
though.
go,
First
here
and
we
goal.
go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
H.N. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Returning it from the 4. Things going well so far. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 30. The Bills and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. New set of downs for him from the 31. He'll look to throw it. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Back to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout.
Second and a yard. At the Dolphins 44.
Setting up to pass. That's complete to Coleman out left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up.
Still first down.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here he is to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
It's now second down and 20.
One final shot here. He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.
2/3 of the season has come and gone. I'm Scott Hansen, and your weekly recap for week number 12 is up now. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Devon Achane. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants as they play host to the LA Rams. And it's Jackson Dart. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Giants are absolutely red hot. They've now won 7 in a row as they get the job done in this one. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And check it out, it's Breece Hall. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Jets able to snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. They win it in the final moments. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Welcome, everybody. Kate Scott Brock here calling this contest for you. And right now, we're putting the secondaries on notice because we have a couple of wide receiver rooms, not just dudes, rooms that can test every level of a defense.
Yeah, it's more than just the headliner, right? We know the top options, but for these offenses, it's the depth at the wide receiver room that's such a big deal. If you overcommit to the biggest playmaker, a couple other players, well, they can hit you down the field just as easily. And with how both offenses love to mix up their routes and looks in the passing game, you better buckle up in the secondary.
Lucky Week 13 is underway. Everyone hoping for some good fortune as we enter the home stretch. We dodge the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
And all those touchdowns he had last week, Kate, he traded every one of them in exchange for a victory. It's team over individual for him. So even though he himself is coming off the exact type of showing you want.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder, starting off with a sack.
Offense no doubt jolted awake with that very first play, partner. Here's second and long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. Third down.
Brings up third down and 17.
Third and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
That'll be the first and more. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most...
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And the Vikings have recovered. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fun ball. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. First down now, ball at the 33.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mason will try this one up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
This is Mason on second down. Spins out of one side. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Third and a lone yard coming up. McCarthy on the sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Back deep, it's Kavontae Turpin. Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to get him further up their side of the field with a nice return there, partner, up past the 35.
Take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up first and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Let's go.
Achane again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's third and 7 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them Well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Has him on the quick hitter. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out.
A gain of 26 yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Playing with Achan here out of the gun. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Achan. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
19 more yards.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
6-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
Cougar 19! Cup 19! Cup
Brings up
19!
second and goal.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Waddle, incomplete. It's
Come
now
on,
3rd and goal.
Viking 18!
Out of the gun, Daniels. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Intended
4th down, and on comes Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Sanders sends it through. And that's going to give them their first points of the ball game.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
On the return, here's Price. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First play in the drive. Here's Mason. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
If he too got a fumble on the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Running once more with Mason. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. He's going to keep this one. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mason gets it from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And he's calling for a fair catch, which is made at the 33-yard line. The Dolphins and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. First down now, ball at the 33. It's Achan on the inside give. We're cobbled together a yard there. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Incomplete.
19 tight, 19 tight.
And 9
Come on,
yards
come on.
to go.
Warriors, 70, 7 the Wolf. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
To the air on third and long. He'll drop this down to Achan. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up now.
And the Dolphins
On first down, here's Daniels. Buys time, rolling right. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter.
Get it.
To the air again, Daniels. Throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Dolphins
Let's go.
first down.
From the red zone on first. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. This is scooped up by the Vikings. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Here he goes, third and long. Flush down out to his left. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins send running back Devon Achan getting back to work. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. Running left, here's Achan. And he spins right by him. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Defense showing blitz. Daniels. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's good.
Come on,
for
come on.
the Dolphins. First down.
Here's Achan. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's second down.
He was tackled at the
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
A gain of 6.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
second and 6
Ready.
at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
Third down.
Trying to get in with the option here. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down.
Turner on the tackle.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Kate, if we weren't dealing with a little bit of wind out there, I'm not sure that kick has enough steam to make it. In track, they call that wind aided. In football, they call it 3 points.
On the return, here's Price. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. A give to Mason. Shoots away from one. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Big shot to begin the drive has them up beyond the 40.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Going to the ground again on first. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Robinson on the tackle.
They break the huddle. It's second down now.
Brings up second and 12 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Completed right side to Addison. Has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. It's Cater Kohu up to make that play. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. Sam Martin on the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Dolphins and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Daniels now on 1st down. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it at the 30. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins bump the lead up to 13 points.
13. Vikings, nothing.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here's Price. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He'll try and run this. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. Looking to throw, McCarthy. That one ball's incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the good work to defend the pass canceled out by a mistake in the pass rush as they get him for roughing the passer. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down.
60 Bison, 60.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. Getting out to his left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second and manageable, he's throwing. He's calling his own number again. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They send a receiver in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
At the 16-yard line.
Now it's McCarthy. Gets it to him on the screen. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. He brings it in. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing again now. McCarthy. This one's caught. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. McCarthy. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings get their first points of this game just before halftime. J.J. McCarthy in the touchdown. Went after trying good by Reichert. And the Vikings get it back to within 6.
13. Vikings 7.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
Their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that 1st down run. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our spin around the NFL starts now. At Lincoln Financial Field, the Eagles at home to take on the Commanders in the NFC East. And it's Tua. Well done here. It's a touchdown. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And here it's Anthony Richardson as he hooks up with Michael Pittman. 19 yards for the touchdown. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts up by a touchdown. 14-7 the score at halftime. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the New Orleans Saints. And let's watch Josh Jacobs. What a first half he's having. This is the first of 3 first-half touchdown runs. The Packers with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. With that, we take a look at the rest of what's going on here in week number 13. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready?
Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play fake here, Daniels. This is brought in, big gain for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
And the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on first down. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Here we go, strike. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Maverick, 60.
Back to throw, here's Daniels. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
70 Red.
Brings up 3rd down and
Cowboy 80, 19 Lion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. They've got a 4th down decision to make. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
He'll throw it. Waddle makes the catch. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. To throw again, it's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a shot deep here. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit.
It's 4th down.
He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks him inside their own 10. Kevin O'Connell getting his Vikings offense out for another drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Slot man motioned over.
1st down, Vikings.
Another run for Mason. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs from 37. Now give it to Mason. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know, what do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Catch is made in close. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings climb their way to 6. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. They go play action on 1st down. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Daniels. Big gain, has them across the 40. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
H-Am to the right. Got some good space on that run, Brock. It's a gain of 8 into enemy territory. 1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Setting him on the dive. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
10 for 11.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Finds his back, H-Am. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Play action now, Daniels. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
He's got it in the red zone. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 more yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Hey, Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
And they're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's Dolphins ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode. They trail to start the 4th. So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Running forward, it's Achan. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Dolphins take a 4th quarter lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Daniels now bringing his guys to the line, getting everyone set for this 2-point attempt.
The Dolphins are lining up for a
Waiting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here's Price. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings now set to take the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down at the line.
McCarthy's pass complete to number 0. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Escapes out to the left. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 1st down now, ball at the 33.
And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 12.
Give left side to Mason. Shoves him off. The ball is out! And the Dolphins have it! Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. Well, we came into this one knowing that these guys were going to run the football, and I don't think anyone is surprised that they... So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy is screaming something hit the ground, while the defense is hoping it didn't.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. This is Mason on 2nd down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
On the tackle.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Going on third, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
Mason will try this one up the gut. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier. Bradley Chubb on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Miami offense headed out there now. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's going to be first down, Miami.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Daniels now. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes. Down the left sideline he goes. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go, Scott. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Daniels keeps it himself. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Just shy of the goal line.
Lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Gonna keep this one and go. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
3rd and goal.
Ready? Cougar 19. Ready?
He's gonna keep this one. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Dolphins take an 11-point lead as they try to push this one out of reach. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins push the lead up to 12. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here's Price. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Short pass brought in. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Running left side by Jefferson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Vikings need to score quickly.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On it, and he nearly picked it. Oh, couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Again, McCarthy to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Now, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3-and-out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3-and-out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, you'll buckle it up.
And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Minnesota spends its second time out here. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Achane here out of the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. 3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Let's go. 79.
Back to throw it. Flush down now to his left. That's the line, he's going to run for it. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This one set up for Daniels. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.
Separation Sunday. I'm Scott Hansen. You're tuned in to the EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 13. We begin with a good interconference matchup. And this is Devon Achane. He's going to bull his way in from a couple yards away. The Dolphins get the victory here in a battle of two teams who could end up seeing each other again in February. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Tennessee Titans. And this is Calvin Austin. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 48-yard touchdown. The Ravens use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. One more to bring you now. Let's go to Vegas, shall we? The Raiders hosting the LA Rams. And it's the Rams quarterback. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Rams win in a tight one, 21-17, the final score. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hardworking men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week, right here on EA Sports.
with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Well, much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff. No such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season, and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play in any way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The rushing totals for Dobbins last week. 16 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air, but maybe change up how you establish your run game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. This defense for the Dolphins, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
23 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Nix to the air. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Nix. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, Steve Finch.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Will Lutz on for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Dolphins, nothing.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 9 brings up.
They'll run for it with Achane. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
14 yards.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
First down.
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Daniels. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Another run here with Dobbins. And once again, he'll get possibly back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw is Nix. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hold it ready. 65 catch.
Off the play fake, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
Daniels going to throw for it. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
60 Eagles.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for
Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looking to put a drive together.
2. Cougar 19.
They go play action. Daniels. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Achane gets it from the gun. Now inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Daniels. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and that'll keep this a 9-point game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
That's good for Broncos. 1st down.
Nix from the shotgun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's Nix. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23.
17 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Back to the air with Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins.
Back to throw again. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
He was brought down by Brandon Jones.
2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Daniels. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Daniels pass.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gordon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 3-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
70, Hawk 70, 79, bro.
Throwing now is Daniels. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 2-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, here's Nix. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Nix to the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second down and 8. Throwing Nix. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And Sutton will have a Broncos first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. To throw, here's Nix. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Nix looking to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. To the air goes Daniels. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Working out of the gun, Daniels. This one thrown underneath to Achane. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Dolphins first down.
Come on,
First
come on.
and 10 at the 47-yard
19,
line.
Tiger, Mustang 19. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 14 is here, the final 5 weeks of the regular season. Teams jockeying for position. Let's get after it. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The Raiders at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And it's Cam Ward. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Titans move back to within a game of 500. They get to 6-7 with this victory. From there, it's on to Cincinnati. Checking in on the Bengals, they're playing host to the Carolina Panthers. And this is Joe Burrow. He's going to take this one himself. 2 touchdowns throwing as well. One more to bring you, and it's from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders hosting the New York Giants. And this is Cam Scattaboo, his 13th touchdown of the year. The Giants lead it by a couple of touchdowns at the half. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Play action, now it's Daniels. That's caught, Waddle on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And the Dolphins first and 10.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop.
Okay, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A run straight ahead with Achan.
Perform Achan, ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 5 brings up second.
Ready.
From the 31, here's second and 5.
Ready.
Achan here, they stay on the ground. And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Dolphins, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle, Achan. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 145 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready, ready.
They'll run, Achan. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achan with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Dolphins are lining up.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down, Denver.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's another Broncos first down. A gain of 12.
Nix from the shotgun.
First down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And 3 at the Dolphins' 3-yard line.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit.
Looks good on the extra point. And that will get them one closer.
Broncos 20.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Daniels looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. And they'll give this to H.M.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle end up making the play.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
They go play action. Daniels.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Ready.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Cougar 19, 60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Here's Daniels.
And caught up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The home team's offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And his numbers this year have been eye-popping in a lot of categories. In one area that stands out, he's the NFL leader in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback here in the latter part of the season.
Gain of 12 yards.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here's Achane.
He's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Cowboy 80.
This is Achane.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist to the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Daniels. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll give them 8 that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
19 tight.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. No, check.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And he continues to rack up the yardage on the ground. That last run going to move him over 200 yards rushing now in this game alone.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jackson Smith-Njigba
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Chargers now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
Denver's offense ready to go again. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it...
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Nix. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
7-yard gain. And the Broncos 1st down.
To throw is Nix.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton from 10 yards out.
And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Lutz with the extra point, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Jalen Waddle.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He completes this to Sutton.
3rd down at 6.
Cortland Sutton. It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Nix to the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Nix to throw again.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
2nd and a yard at the Dolphins' 42-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix.
Now a run here off the RPO. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 3.
Throwing Nix.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here it is, 4th and inches. They're going for it with Dobbins.
And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Broncos
Back to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Franklin. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard brings up
Second and 11.
at the 22-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nix. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They're going. It's Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. What's good on the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Achane. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
1st down. 1st and 10.
They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.
70 Timberwolves.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Who's ready for some December football? Hi everyone, Scott Hansen here, and this is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 14. Plenty to get to here. We begin in South Florida. The Dolphins at home to take on the Denver Broncos. And it's the Miami special teams coming up with a big play here. One of the most exciting moments in sports. The kickoff, fielded, and returned for the touchdown. He takes it all the way back for the score. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens as they host the Houston Texans. And it's the veteran, and he's still got it, Joe Mixon. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams hosting the Seattle Seahawks. And it's Puka Nacua. It's fired deep downfield. He's right there to secure it. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Rams find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. That'll do it for us. Until next week, Scott Hansen in Orlando, good night from all of us at EA Sports.